Hello, lovelies. So, is anybody else in a state of waiting is becoming more painful than changing? 11 on the clock as I say that. I almost didn't get this reading done today. It's been a bit of an overwhelming morning already. And after some meditation, the message that came through is that the waiting is becoming more painful than the changing. And as a collective that has likely been very reactive in your experience. Maybe we're the type that had to be grown up from a very young age, had to adult as a child, and now you're in a position where you're trying to recalibrate and find the balance within, as opposed to always being reactive to your experience because of how you were conditioned in a way. This idea of being being ruled over, right? And always having to, I'm seeing the chain as this collective, or some of you, this might not resonate with everybody, but this morning's message again was the whole waiting is becoming more painful than changing. And we were so conditioned to be prepared for all the things that needed our assistance and being dragged around because changing out of that was dangerous as a child, as a young person, as relationship, whatever the case. Changing outside of the norm, being anything other than what was expected, became dangerous and reactive, in whether it was just neglect, whatever, however it resonates for you. And so today we're going to do a quick read here, or a reading, not quickly, we'll see how that goes. We are going to see what is coming of this. What is how to move into this, no longer waiting but actively participating in what you want, what is true for you, because many of us have not had the luxury of growing into adulthood knowing what we want. We were always told our opinions, told what we liked or didn't like, and conformed to in order to make sure the surrounding was livable. And now we're in a position where we're trying to find fulfillment. We're trying to find our 10 of cups. But first we need to find balance. And we're in search of this. We've been in search of this. And I mean this, we've been catering to someone else's 10 of cups for so long. Now this could be family, job, relationship, whatever the case. Our conditioning has been such that we're making sure that whatever we get, we're pouring back into someone else's cup because we have to maintain someone else's emotional sovereignty. We are trained almost that other people's feelings are more important, and you were likely a curator of that in your experience. And so now we're out of balance and trying to find, there's a transition, right? These landed in transition, and it's time to pause and consider what is balance for you. What there's always going to be pulling up and pulling down, but you can't put both of those in the same hand and try to maintain equilibrium. And there is, there's some pull against you when it comes to this, but in the balancing of your physical experience, there's momentum there that allows it to become something that moves you forward as opposed to weighing you down, like a propeller, if you will, right? So we're trying to find our own balance. We're trying to find our place in our experience where we're able to act and do things without having to be inspired to do it through acts of service for others. It's trying to find a different mindset where I don't know if anyone else will resonate with this, but when you are sat trying to do your own thing that is fulfilling for you, but aware there's other people around that traditionally have needed your help, the cat's coming in to confirm that now it's the time to sit and go, no, your things, your interests, your activities, even if it's just watching your favorite show, you're allowed to do it without having the constant mental noise. And there's a need to now tune in to what fills your cup. There's a need to acknowledge your own wish fulfillment and your own emotional fulfillment. Because once you are able to fill up your own cup, which is something that we are finding difficult because we've had to compromise our cup in order to fill everybody else's first. And so instead of seeing this big, huge, sauna of a cup here, we've made some changes to this cup where we've drilled holes in the bottom. And then all these other cups have tightened around into our bubble because that's the only way they can get the fulfillment they need. And we've taught them to do it. And it's not because we wanted to be everybody's punching bag, for lack of a better expression. Not that I mean that metaphorically. The person that everyone goes to find their own fulfillment, their own regulation, the one that always comes to save is you, because you've modified your cup and made holes in the bottom so it's filling everybody else's. Now we're patching that up. We're patching it up slowly, but knowingly, consciously. In order to do that, we also have to push these cups away. We have to create our boundaries. We have to let people know, yeah, absolutely, you will receive my overflow when I have it. And right now, I need more space to procure it for you. And it will be abundant and of more cleaner quality and more sustainable. But we've got to push those cups away. We've got to, and I'm not saying to push people away. It's literally just a matter of creating boundaries. It's a need to allow yourself the space so that you can fill your own cup first. Now let's see what else we get from our little message here. If there's any other message coming through. And there is. Now this again is a collective message. We'll take what resonates. What else do we need to finish this little message of ours? Of our waiting being more painful than changing. And this is going to take work. It's mastering you, and the work that's involved is in acknowledging your emotions. It's moving forward, following what feels right, what feels the best for you. And that's our job moving forward, is to fill our own cup. And this is going to give us the indication as to where we need to patch as we slowly take step by step, allowing emotions to rule and allow just the cure, like the emotions to be our guides, to know when to say no, to know when to say yes. We got to feel, but there's work involved. And so we will be tapping more into that in a longer message next time, or in a new message next time. If you have any questions about your journey, please do let me know. Otherwise, have a beautiful, beautiful day, and we will see you all in the next one.